Namaste to everyone. You see, the spiritual characters in our Sanatana Dharma, like you have got deities like Ganapati, Karthikeya, all these people, Anjali, all these people are all who are descended upon earth to carry certain roles ordained by Supreme God. Now, here our friend wants to know about one by one about the deities. I will start with Karthikeya. Now you must understand how this being Karthikeya came into existence. Overall, what we understand is there was one person called Surabhadma or Tarakasura. He had taken a boon from Ishvara that he can be killed only by the energy which is emanated from him without any contact with any string. Only that can kill him. And because Ishvara is in continuous in tapas, that this is not going to happen, they thought they are almost immortal. That happened. Now this is the overall basis which is the world, but the reality is different. See, how it happened was, first I will tell you about the Sapta Rishis' wives. So they were regularly involved in preparing things for their husbands for doing the welfare of the world, and they were always with Agni. The Agni got infatuated with them, you see, and the husbands noticed and they pronounced a curse on them. You are not fit to be with us, you be separated from us because you have been infatuated by Agni. Then what is the mistake which we have done? Why should we? They went and approached Ishvara. Ishvara said, don't worry, I will give you a position higher than the Rishis. See, you will be housed in Karthikeya constellation. You will have a facility when you will take care of a child who is born out of fire. That will redeem you from all the things and you will be venerated for that. So this is one aspect. Another aspect was once there was a conference of Rishis in Satyaloka. Normally Rishis invoke the Trimurtis to Satyaloka and have their conferences because the time dimension is there similar to of ours. Only thing there in 1 year of ours on the earth is 1 day for the Rishis in Satyaloka. And gods are invoked there and things are dead. Once what happened in a conference, all the deities one by one they started coming and everyone who was participating, they had to stand up because some elderly people are coming. When Ishvara and Parvati came, everyone stood up. The Sanakadi Maharishis, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanat Kumara, Sujata, 3 of them got up. Sanandana, 2nd of them, didn't get up. Because he was in the consciousness of Brahman, he didn't get up. And Parvati looked at him and said, this one is not getting up. So I pronounce a curse. You should be born on the earth who will be cleaning the camel's stable. So Ishvara looked at her and said that, my dear, you have committed a mistake. He is in a state of consciousness of Brahman. He is not aware of anything. You see. Is it superior than us? Definitely is far more superior than us. Anyway, this is a drama of Devan drama. Let us see how it unfolds. Then after the conference, everyone dispersed and the brothers, when he got up consciousness, said, this is what Mother Parvati has said. He said, very good. My mother wants me to go to the earth. I will go to the earth. He was born in the earth, cleaning the camel stable. So one day Ishvara and Parvati visited him and said that, are you comfortable here? He said, I am very comfortable. Thank you so much. Now, can I seek one more boon? He asked Parvati. Yes, my child. She thought, send me back to my world. No. So next birth, give me that birth of a camel. Why do you want that birth? He said, see, it keeps the head high. Even when it shits, it falls 5 feet away from the body. So no, and even when there is no food, it can convert the hump into food. And there is no thirst, nothing. So I would prefer that birth. Then Ishvara asked that, see, I would like to give you a boon. You ask, I don't want any boon. If you want, I will give you a boon. Said, then Ishvara had tears. Said, first time a devotee is telling God that he will give. He said, okay. He said, will you be born as my child? He said, yes. But you asked, will you be born as my child? You didn't say our child. So I will be born only to you. So Parvati was a little distressed. He said, don't worry, mother. Though I will come as 6 sparks and I will have 6 bodies, you will bring us together as one body. And you will be honored by that. So this event happened. At that time, Ishvara had tears. Those tears became Rudraksha. And when Karthikeya was born, then Mahavishnu, when he knew the news that his sister Parvati has conceived, has brought down Amsha of Karthikeya, he was happy. 2 tears dropped. They became Amritavalli and Sundaravalli. And Amritavalli was brought up by the divine elephant of Airavata in Indraloka. She is called Devayani. And Valli was born on the earth. He was taken by a tribal chief in the southern hills. So she was born. And when Karthikeya, when he was born, and the 6 sparks of fire came from the 6 faces of Ishvara, and they landed up, Agni was given to take it and deposit it in the Ganges. It was in a pond, it was right from that Ganges, and he formed 6 babies in 6 lotus. And these things, and the Karthikeya constellation, the 6 wives of Saptarishi, they came down and they took care of the child, and they had the pleasure of bringing the child. When the child was once, Parvati has asked that our child has been taken care, shall you go and see? And they were, it was around 4 years or 5 years old. The children were looking beautifully and playing with it. And when Parvati, all the 6 ran into Parvati's arms, she hugged all of them together. Then it became one body and 6 faces. Now you must understand, this form had come for a purpose of, as it seemed. And from the Karthikeya constellation, our universe has emerged. So he becomes the ruler of our universe. And Karthikeya has the facility that he will rule from 1 star from each month. Like that here in India, we know that Taipusam, in the month of February, it is in Pusa Nakshatra. And Masi Magam, in the next month it is Maga Nakshatra. Like that, every Nakshatra he rules from one constellation, he rules the earth. Now, one more name is called Shanmuga, 6-faced one thing. But the 6 faces are 6 kalas of puja, 6 kala puja. And the 12 eyes are 12 zodiac signs. You see. So in which all the sun seems to move and everything is conducted by him. This is his nature. And primarily, first activity was his, he renounced and he was in pining. Next, he was in Swami Malai. Because of renunciation, he got the wisdom and he was able to instruct Ishvara about the property of Omkara. That is Swami Malai. Then he had to do the work of converting the Rakshasa. Surabhadma is converted into peacock and cock. One became his Vahana, another portion became his flag. After that, he was married to Devayani, and that was in Tiruparankunram. Then the honeymoon was in Payamudichere. Afterwards, he went to seek the Sundaravalli, who was in Valli Malai, and that is Valli. This is all the 6 places. Now, these are all general superficial stories, but let us understand this, our Bharatavarsha. The tip of the earth is Kanyakumari, Bharata is Kanyakumari, is Kundalini Shakti. First, you have the 5 hills of Ayyappan. You have to control the 5 senses. After you control, then you got 6 houses of Karthikeya. All these are, everyone goes to life journeys. Okay, like you go to Gurukula, you learn, and then you do all the same. Then you have the 7 hills of Tirupati, Balaji. That means you have transcended all 7 chakras. Afterwards, straightaway it is Vishwanath and Kailas. This is what is there. Now, this is and the Kundalini Shakti. If you see that the country structure, it starts from a tip in Kanyakumari, and finally when it expands, it ends in Portugal. They said in Russia it ends. So vast is expansion. That is why in terms we say that going north means you are expanding. Consciousness expands. So this is the story of Karthikeya, and this is the purpose. Now, for Karthikeya, this is enough. And same thing has been written in Skanda Purana in more graphic details. And these things were picked up from Akashic record by Veda Vyasa Maharaj and placed it as record to the world to understand. Now, Veda Vyasa declared in Kali Yuga, it is Karthikeya who will take care of people because he is a Kali Yuga Vardhan. Other deities will give you strength to bear your karma, but Karthikeya, he will negate the karma, he delete the karma and make you free. He does not want anything. You simply have to surrender to him. You must understand, for your understanding, the 6 chakras in your physical body are the 6 hills of Karthikeya. And if you look at the spine as the veil of Karthikeya and the serpent of Kundalini going up to the top, you will get realization. And just after all, he wants only to surrender. If he surrenders, he will take charge of your karma. And he will see that you don't suffer your karma. You see, that is a Kali Yuga. In South India, there are a lot of Karthikeya temples. Now you have in Malaysia, all over it is happening. You see. And as per the injunction of the Rishis, in Satyayuga work is going on by the Rishis. They have given the charge of taking care of people to 2 deities, Anjaneya and Karthikeya. And Sanishwara is the person judgment. You see, the day of judgment has commenced from 26th of December. It will be for 25 years till Saturn comes to Libra. After he has completed the work in Libra balance, then when he enters Scorpio, by this time the world will be fully settled and the new age would have dawned fully. everyone will be happy and peaceful. All there will be no diseases, no thorns, no pests, nothing. This everything and nature will behave perfectly. There will be no natural calamity. All this will happen. All that kind of conditions will be established on the earth in this 25 years time. Not exactly 25 years. By that time, one by one, like when you are building the house, you buy the land, you put the foundation, you slowly, like that it will happen. Like constructing of a house, they will construct the earth accordingly. And on the surface level, these two deities and one planet, Sanishwara is there. And in the background, there are several deities, several Rishis, several Mahatmas who are participating in this activity. And overall, all people will be happy, peaceful, blissful in whatever they are doing. Jai Shri Ram.